What happens when a marriage is arranged not for love, not even for convenience, but as an act of quiet revenge? The morning sunlight crept lazily through the tall curtains of the Khan mansion. It fell across the marble floors, cold and gleaming, just like the man who lived within its walls. Jasim Khan sat in his study, his wheelchair stationed before the wide glass windows that overlooked the garden. Beyond the glass, life moved. Birds chirped, the gardener trimmed roses, but inside, time stood still. His fingers rested motionless on the armrests, his gaze lost in the distance where the sunlight never seemed to reach him. His sisters' voices broke the silence. Naima and Rida, dressed elegantly as always, stood near the door, exchanging nervous glances before one finally spoke. "Brother, we were thinking maybe it's time you settled down," Naima said softly. Jasim's expression didn't change. His eyes stayed fixed on the horizon.
"No."
The word was firm, cold, final. Rida sighed, stepping forward. "It's not because of Sahar, is it?" A bitter half-smile curved at the corner of his lips. "Sahar?" He chuckled under his breath, but there was no humor in it.
"No, Rida."
"It's not because of her. It's because I've learned not to trust anyone anymore." He turned his chair slightly, facing them now. The man who once commanded boardrooms, now speaking from a seat that confined him. "The girl who claimed she couldn't breathe without me," he continued quietly, "vanished at the first storm. If love fades so easily, then what meaning does it hold? She was my friend, not my heartbeat. We grew up together, shared every thought, every success, but I never felt that way. She insisted, she begged, and I thought maybe love would grow after marriage. But fate had other plans." For a moment, his eyes flickered with something raw, grief that had hardened into numbness. "I was 27 when it happened. One accident, and I lost more than movement. I lost faith, in love, in people, in myself." Silence stretched between them, thick and uneasy. Naima tried again, her voice trembling slightly. "But you can't live like this forever. You've given everything to this family. You built father's empire from ashes. You raised us, you got us married into good homes. You deserve someone." Rida's voice broke. You deserve someone to stand by you." He looked away, cold and still. "I don't want anyone to stand by me, because I can't stand beside them." Rida's eyes welled up. You need someone to take care of you." Jasim's tone turned icy. "So, you want an attendant who can smile while pushing my wheelchair? That's why you're asking me to marry?" The sisters looked at each other helplessly. His words stung, but they couldn't deny the truth. They were worried. Every corner of the house was managed by servants, but there was no warmth left in it. They feared what would become of him once they returned to their own families. Naima finally spoke with quiet determination.
"Fine.
If you don't want a wife for love, then think of it as responsibility. We'll bring someone who needs this house, a widow, a divorcee, someone who could use shelter and respect. Not for you, but for peace in our hearts, brother." He looked away, exhaling a long, tired breath. The fight left him. "If that's what it takes for you two to stop worrying, fine. But make it clear, I don't want beauty, I don't want youth, I don't want dreams. Just someone who needs a place to stay. Nothing more." The sisters nodded, relief washing over their faces. That same day, Naima called Nazreen, an experienced marriage broker known for finding respectable matches. When she explained the situation, Nazreen's brows lifted. "A proposal from the Khan mansion?" she repeated, trying not to sound too eager. "You're looking for someone mature and sensible, not young or demanding?" "Exactly," Naima said. "Someone simple, from a decent background, who won't expect much." Nazreen nodded, a calculating gleam in her eyes. "I might know someone." That night, in a small, crowded house across town, Razia sat with a cup of tea in her hand, listening carefully as Nazreen spoke. The broker described the alliance, the Khans, their wealth, their mansion. Razia's heart skipped a beat. For years she had imagined this kind of proposal coming for her own daughter, not for the girl who wasn't hers by blood. Her eyes shifted toward Jannat, who was quietly folding laundry near the doorway. The flicker of jealousy that always lived in Razia's heart flared brighter. Jannat, the daughter of her late husband's first wife, was beauty itself. A face so delicate, eyes so soft that anyone who saw her couldn't look away. Whenever a proposal came for Razia's real daughter, people ended up asking about Jannat instead. Each time, Razia smiled sweetly and lied, "Oh, she's already engaged." But now she saw a chance. When Nazreen mentioned that Jasim Khan was paralyzed, something in Razia's expression changed. At first shock, then a dark sort of satisfaction. A paralyzed man, rich beyond measure.
Perfect.
Her jealousy twisted into cunning. "So the boy can't walk?" she asked, pretending sympathy. Nazreen nodded. "But his family is one of the most respected in the city. They're looking for a woman who needs financial support. They'll treat her well." Razia smiled faintly. "I think I have just the girl for them." Later that night, as her husband entered the room, Razia spoke sweetly, too sweetly. "There's a proposal for Jannat. From a very good family." Her husband, old and weary, looked surprised. "Really?
Who?"
"Oh, just someone decent," she lied quickly. "They're good people, humble. I'll take Jannat to meet them tomorrow." She didn't mention the man's condition. She didn't mention the wheelchair. In her mind, it was already decided. Jannat would go. She would marry that paralyzed man. And Razia would finally be free of her. The girl who outshone her own daughter at every turn, the reminder of another woman's love. When Nazreen showed Naima and Rida Jannat's photo the next day, both sisters fell silent. The girl in the picture wasn't simple. She wasn't ordinary. Her beauty was gentle, untouched, like light through stained glass. Her almond eyes carried sadness, yet calm, and something about her expression made even the air seem softer. Naima whispered, "She looks too young." Rida murmured, "Too beautiful." But their worry quickly drowned beneath practicality. She was perfect for what they needed, quiet, graceful, and poor, and so the wheels of fate began to turn, quietly, cruelly. One side driven by duty, the other by deceit. In a city where power and poverty rarely touched, destiny began to weave the first thread between two strangers, one trapped by his past, the other by her circumstance. Neither knew that this agreement, born from silence and selfishness, would one day ignite a fire neither mansion walls nor poison hearts could contain. But what will happen when Jannat steps into the Khan mansion for the first time, and Jasim Khan finally sees the face of the woman his sisters chose? Will one look be enough to shatter everything he believes about trust, beauty, and the possibility of being wanted, not out of pity, but desire? Or will the truth of why she was truly sent to him destroy them both before they even speak? Turn to the next chapter, because some marriages begin with a lie, but end with a storm no one saw coming.